Hey y'all, it's the Boy and Girl podcast. I'm KellyKellz.
I'm Red.
I'm Tylee.
And we're back.
Yeah, what's up with y'all niggas?
Living life.
Did you have a date tonight?
Oh.
I had a business, but it didn't happen because I had other priorities that I had to tend to. So
Other number one priorities or number two,
one
three?
priority.
No, I'm saying like the other priority you had to tend to, was that like a number one priority, a number two priority, a number three priority?
Like a 3 priority. Wait, what do you mean? I don't get it. I'm confused.
In your life.
Well, I would say this is priority 1.
Okay.
Are you disagreeing with that?
I'm asking. I didn't know what you was, I thought
This
you
is
said.
priority 1. Then, wait, how many priorities? Because like I put
Nigga,
London as
that's-
number 2.
Oh, wait. Coming from the baby, I'm so happy.
That's another
I'm so
priority.
happy. I'm not, I can't say the same. But yeah, my
You
baby.
lying, nigga. You ain't putting a podcast for your baby.
Okay, fine, London. But I don't know what you mean by
But you would tell us
priorities.
anything. You would tell us anything.
Okay, London's number 1. This is number 2. Where do you want me to put her?
Nigga, you
know
tell
where
me.
she goes
That's my baby.
You said 2. So it's hard for me to believe she's 1 now.
Wait, what?
Man.
Man, fuck, you don't even know my priorities anyways.
Wait, so if you were going on a date, were you excited? Have you
It
been
wasn't
on
a date. Y'all
Have you
keep
been
saying this a
alongside?
date. It was a business.
In a nice setting with someone who could or could not be handsome?
I hope you're
The
not
handsome
doing
part doesn't matter.
Yeah, I hope you're not doing business with unattractive people.
Why not? I know unattractive people that are millionaires.
Yeah, but the business you're doing is trying to...
I'm not doing a fucking business. I'm not doing OnlyFans.
Oh,
So.
Right.
You said that.
Not on camera, bitch.
no one accused you of selling that kind of content.
And don't say what the business is, because I don't want.
No.
But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh,
it's just a business.
Oh, okay.
I
Big
thought
business.
I saw you on a date recently.
When?
Or maybe that was somebody else.
right. The fuck you see me on a date?
You
at?
did talk about you wanted to go on a date though.
That was
Who
like
do you wanna go
2
on a
years
date?
ago. I said
You
that.
just said that.
When?
You said I want to go on a date. I literally just saw you say that like 2
When?
days ago on Facebook or Instagram.
I didn't say I want to go on a date. I said I want to go see a movie.
No, you said a date.
I said a movie.
No, you
But
didn't.
wait, what you asking me? What was the question?
It wasn't really a question.
Oh.
I just wanted them to know that you also wanted to go on a date. So
Bitch, all y'all want
y'all
to
are
go on a
making
date.
fun of me because it's a business date. And it's not a date. I didn't even call it that. Anyways, I'm done talking about it.
Yeah, because every great business meeting happens at a bar.
In the middle of the night.
A lot of people go to bars and do business.
I think they go to Starbucks. Barnes and Noble.
No, I'm not gonna go to Starbucks.
The
Hotel
iron
lobby.
in the mall.
Something.
It's not funny.
You get tricked on a date. You don't even know. You think you going for business.
What is it going
Gotcha.
to? Slip it. What is it
Love
called?
you.
A prelude?
Your mind's now.
Forever and ever.
Consent.
Anyways, when's the last time you been on a date?
So fucking long. A really long time.
I want to see you go on a date.
Me too, bitch.
I'm gonna hook you up with somebody.
Me too.
The fuck?
I went on a
Both
date
are-
recently, like a month ago.
Where'd you go?
This steakhouse place. It was nice, but you know what was? I felt so bad because I like right when I was so fucking hungry, and then right when the food came out, I all of a sudden felt like I wanted to throw up, and I took one bite and I felt like I wanted to just throw the fuck up, and it was not cheap food. Like it was not.
It was nasty. Or you?
No, it was good. It just. I don't know why. I just felt like I was gonna throw up. Like literally, it just
Like
came out of nowhere.
pregnancy scares?
Yeah.
No, not fucking pregnancy scare,
Oh,
nigga. I
you've
take
been
Plan
scaring me a
Bs.
lot
I'm queen of
lately.
Plan Bs.
Oh. I
Hey,
know
big
someone who had a
boss.
baby with a Plan B.
Are
Really?
you serious?
Is
Hell
the baby
yeah.
retarded?
Nah.
Oh.
The baby's.
Yeah, I don't
The
think
baby's
that's.
awesome, but
Oh shit, not retarded, but
you know,
Yeah, you're-
different.
it's special.
Yeah.
Man, actually, no, you shut the fuck up. Because the other day you said you think all retarded people should die or make the world better.
I did not say
That's
that.
exactly what
That's
you
not
said.
exactly
That's
what
exactly
I said.
what
What
you
I
said.
said was that I think that people who cannot provide for themselves or provide like the betterment of others, like, so if you can't even be an employee or can't create
Old
jobs
people?
or create a business, yes, if you're too old to function, just like maybe if a lot of people from
And they
Earth,
should die.
I was relating this to Thanos because I said, that nigga wasn't even all that wrong. It is too many people in the world, and then just get rid of the weak links,
That's what COVID is doing.
basically.
So you're for COVID.
If it's gonna take out all the weak links,
You know,
because
like,
picture how great
this
the world would
is
be
something
if
very new.
lazy, unproductive, unknowledgeable, uninfluenceable people were gone.
But then those
It'll
people
be-
are consumers also. So a
Right.
lot of people
So
will be
then-
on
but
jobs.
but a better world in my head is a place where there doesn't need to be a consumer because we all are like just living. That's the kind of world I'm talking, because right now I don't think anyone needs
we
to
wouldn't.
die.
I don't think we would ever just live though. Like people are selfish. They want money. They want more and more and more of everything.
If it's only like people who are inventive and stuff,
Well, if you put a whole bunch of
And
people
if
that
you
have the
take
same
out that-
mindset,
exactly,
but then that would
let's
be
take out-
boring.
Would it be boring? A whole
Because
bunch of
everybody would
people who
have
are
the same
inventive, creative, and I think it'll be very fun to be around people who are knowledgeable versus being around somebody when you're talking to them every 5 minutes. You have to re-explain what you're talking about, or explain a joke, or be like, "Oh, you don't know about this, so before I tell you, let me tell you about this." Like always having to teach somebody.
Okay, scenario. So what if your son grows up and he's on the slower side? Now I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like if he was on the slower side, or if he had a disability, or if he had like I don't know ADHD, what is it called, Asperger's or whatever, and they said, would you be okay with him?
Asperger's?
What is it called?
Did you say Asperger's?
No.
Like ass burgers? That's what you just said, right? We have this on. Did she just say ass burgers?
I think you're talking about autism.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Are you talking
it
about
goes
the
hand
syn-
in hand, but
But
now I gotta look it up because y'all finna make fun of me.
the conversation I was talking about was in relation to Thanos and how he felt that like half of the population needs to go.
No, that's not how the conversation went. I'm gonna tell the truth.
I
'cause
didn't say what you said. You're lying already.
That was a joke that you said.
Asperger's. I don't know how to say it. How do you say it?
Asperger's syndrome.
Shit, I'm one of the slow people. Don't look at me about
Okay,
shit.
well, don't make fun of me like I'm stupid when I know what I'm talking
You
about.
said Asperger's.
That's what
but
it's called. Anyways, go on.
It looks like it says aspirin. What had happened was she made a joke about Thanos after she made her clear statement, because she said something about not eating animals but eating fish still, because or you said something about I would never kill a dolphin, or I would never eat an octopus again because they have souls and they're smart and shit. And I was like, what you mean, nigga? All animals have souls, nigga. If you're a living thing, you have a soul. And what's the difference, nigga? You can kill a fish, but you won't kill an octopus because you think it's smarter. She said, yeah. So I'm like, damn, that's like saying that all retards should die and regular people live. She's like, hell yeah, all the retarded people should be dead right now because they don't contribute shit. If you're not contributing or with exactly what she's got done saying, you should be dead.
But that's not true, because
And I was like, God damn.
you saw the girl that had autism and she is the first flight
I
attendant.
am not saying that people with disabilities.
She's flying the
should
plane
die.
with autism?
No, she's gonna pilot. She's a flight attendant.
Autism does not mean you're
Oh.
slow. Autism, and not slow. Autism does not mean that you
They're
cannot do things. Yeah,
really
they're
smart.
really smart. They lack
Yeah.
social skills, or like they have other kind of like tics and stuff. But it's most frequently that they just won't understand how to
Social cues. and
like
stuff
communicate
that.
with
Yeah.
other people. So
Don't
they're,
they
like,
just
very
yell
blunt.
out random?
No, that's Tourette's.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Shit.
God damn it.
And some of them have
They
other
be-
tics like
Yeah,
this.
they be doing something.
Stupid bitches.
But it's only, but I googled it. It's only like 8% of them that cuss and shit. Other ones have like other tics, so they might
I see
randomly.
people with TikToks
stick their
that
tongue
have
out.
them, and I don't
They be
know.
ticking on TikTok?
Bro, this dude, he be
I don't
doing the
believe none
most.
of that shit.
I think
He might
somebody
be
should have laughed
faking,
at that.
but no, but he thinks it's funny. He says I like it
No,
when they
I'm
laugh.
saying I think somebody should have laughed at my joke.
What joke?
I said they be ticking on TikTok. Pachoom, pachoom, psh. Man. Hey, what?
I just want to see what kind of.
You got your own.
No, I'm just.
It's a cigarette.
Don't say that.
Anyways,
I just throw my shit like that.
Here you go, boo.
sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Anyways,
I think we should address that.
just what?
So for one, what I seen was a commercial. You know how they used to have Dare commercials about weed and how they have like somebody on the couch melting and shit, and like how you shouldn't smoke weed because it's fucked up.
Wait, I thought it was tobacco,
weed, anything. Don't do drugs, kids. You know, I seen a commercial just like that about fucking vapes, and they said, you know, if you start smoking these vapes now, they were talking like high school, you'll be stealing money out your mom's purse. You're gonna be, you know, like showing them homeless and shit because all they care about is vapes. And it's realistic.
It's funny. You think it's not realistic until I swear to God, yesterday, or no, I'm just saying yesterday, like a couple of days ago, I was leaving this apartment building and there was a guy at the bus stop and he had 2 vapes and he was on the floor with 2 vapes. He was trying to he was like a crackhead. He was trying to break them open and like put the other piece in this piece and like try to get the vapes to work, trying to hit 2 vapes at once.
Yeah, I was gonna say I seen someone hitting 2 vapes at once. I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy. They're like, nah, they both dead. But if you do this, you get.
They be doing cigarettes.
I've never seen nobody act like a crackhead over cigarettes like that.
What? I've seen niggas dig out of the
I have seen like niggas just take buzz, like, you know, someone like
light it a little bit to get the germs off and then smoke it.
Mm-hmm. Or someone put out like half a cigarette, like you ain't never been out, but someone put out half a cigarette, someone come pick it up. I'm like, oh my.
They will literally. There'll be lipstick on it, anything, and they'll smoke.
So like, does that make you like reconsider your vape smoking?
Clearly the fuck not.
Wait, how long have you been smoking vapes? How long have you been like on the vape?
Probably like a year.
Yeah, like a year.
Damn.
Because she used to smoke 6 blacks a day, and then she switched over to vapes.
I never smoked blacks. He likes saying that I smoke blacks. I never fucking smoke blacks.
So how long does the one vape last you?
A couple of days.
Barely.
You know what makes holes in your lungs? That's what my mom said.
And you just said
you know what my mommy said.
You
my mommy said.
You confidently just said not reconsider.
Right. And then while you got your vape, we just passing vapes around. And, let me try yours. What's yours like?
Bitch, you gonna just tell me that they put holes in my lung?
The picture, I swear that picture needs to go viral. If I posted it on with all of our vapes, that was some fiend shit. That looks like some fiend shit.
Oh, please.
And you can't say that because you had the same one that I had.
Oh. I don't deny I be on the vape.
We started off.
I want to stop though.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm as bad as other people I know. Honestly.
Wait. Okay. So going back to what you were saying, right?
Yes.
About you said something about that's basically what the vaccine is doing, is taking out the weak. I mean, not the vaccine, but the COVID shit.
Yeah,
right.
So what do y'all think about the COVID vaccine now trying to be mandatory and shit?
I think that is, I feel like it's a part of an agenda because.
So like conspiracy theories?
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky. Ooh, it's almost Halloween.
Ooh, I'm happy it's Halloween season. Anyways, I don't know. I just feel like why? First of all, y'all saw the videos where a magnet sticks to where they put in the shot.
You think that shit real?
Yeah, I do. Like, you think they're all just faking it? I saw several videos that they were doing that too. Second of all, my thing is, and I told several people this, my thing is, it's not even just about the vaccine being mandatory. It's about the fact that vaccines take years and years to regulate and to make sure that there's no, what's the word? After effects.
Yeah, to make sure it's good and ready to give out to the public.
The difference between this though and other vaccines is because COVID was man-made. Like it was released from a lab in Wuhan, and like everybody knows that's how it got out. Like something happened, like the lab blew up or some shit, and that's how it got released. So their justification for it being made so fast because it was man-made, we know how to cure it because we created it.
But see, that's another thing is when it first came out, they told us an entire different story. So if you're gonna lie to us off rip,
I don't think
why should I
anybody believe that it came from fucking bats.
No. Obviously, but I'm saying that's what the government told us.
They did tell us it came from niggas eating bats.
Yeah, they said one person ate one bat and he spread it to the entire world. Like, for y'all to think we're
did they tell us that, or did Facebook start that?
No, it was art. It was like actual articles. Now I don't know if they were government official articles.
Where do you read articles at, nigga? On Facebook? You ain't never Googled no article?
No. Yes, I was researching COVID. Like, you know how paranoid I was with COVID when it first came out.
Do you think that's possible for one, like if you got sick right here, right now with some virus, do you think it's possible that how long do you think it would take for it to spread to like other countries? If you left my house, went to breakfast bar, fuck with some people, then they got it spread to their homies, then spread to their homies?
I think it could spread fairly fast just because.
6 months. It's 7 degrees.
6 months?
Separation for each person. So 6 months, yeah. So for every person you're gonna come in contact with 7 people, they're gonna come in contact with 7 people. Gonna come in contact with another.
Wait, isn't
7
it gonna
people.
double? Because 7 people, then those 7 people go to 7 people. Then it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then, okay,
So
I
think it will take 6 months to get like worldwide, because that's basically how it was with COVID the first time.
It
Because
seemed
it was going
really
maybe it was shorter than
faster,
that, like
though.
maybe like 3 months, because it was
Yeah.
like we was hearing about it and it was going on
Yeah.
over there, but we just living our lives. And then what was
and
the
then
actor?
Tom Hanks
Yeah,
got it.
and
then
once he
all
got
the
it,
white-
all-
And that was in
everything
the
with
span
the
of like a
shit.
month when it
That
first
see,
came
look,
out.
that nigga got it and gave it to everybody.
all the celebrities started popping up.
and
Like,
he,
shut
and
the
he
fuck
rich as
up.
fuck.
Man,
Rich
how
as
y'all
fuck.
running? Who y'all running into to get COVID? Like, man,
Right.
y'all be capping.
I think it's fucked up that they're making it mandatory and it doesn't even work. Like I know, like in real life, like people I know have COVID who got
Yeah.
vaccinated. Like, so why are you making it mandatory for everybody to get it and it doesn't even work? I'm still gonna get sick. So who am I
There's still
protecting?
a Delta. There's different forms of the COVID, so it's like it's only protecting you of one form. From what I think, they only protect you from that one strain, but the strains are doubling and getting stronger and all the other shit. So what's the point? You're just gonna get the new Delta one, then you're gonna get the Delta number 2, then you're gonna get the COVID
So
fucking like.
What's the agenda you think they have?
Actually, when COVID first came out, I thought it was exactly what you just said about taking out the weak. I think it's population control. I think there's so many people in this world and there's not enough resources and everything's getting overpopulated, especially here in China and places like that. So they're trying to take out more people. So like look how polluted the world is getting.
I feel like if they wanted to do that, wouldn't they just create more cities and more places for people to live?
Nigga, where? The ocean?
Everywhere, nigga. You could, yeah, shit. I mean, they can.
Where in the United States else do you think that you
Not the
can?
United States. The United States could expand, or other countries can expand. Isn't there like all type of random
But it's
free
not
land?
that, it's
Or
resources, too.
even just the land, not even just the land. You can like build cities. There's probably open lands you could build a city in.
But it's not just that. You can have zillions of people, but that is just taking resources from more people.
I thought
You know
it
what I
was.
mean?
I thought it was a combination of that. I thought it was trying to push us more to virtual living,
That's
like
what I.
Oh yeah, I remember.
because there's
you
hella virtual shit. I thought it was like trying to take cash away, become more electronic. Niggas was having virtual concerts. They started NFTs. Niggas, like everything just became more internet based. And I think they're trying to get us more into that and stop making niggas go outside. Stop fucking go outside.
But
bitch.
don't you think it's weird that it
But I think
only
it can
targeted?
be all of that.
Yeah, that's true. The reason why I think that is because it targets, just like you said, the weak. Or you didn't say it, but you know, the weak, and it doesn't target the kids, which
Maybe that
our
was
kids
an
are our
accident.
future. But it targets the weak people with weak immune systems and older people. Those are the people who they said you should not go outside.
Do you think that
Everybody
was,
my
you think
age
you think you
lives.
think they did it on purpose, or you think that the virus just happened to fuck up or I don't know, not fuck up, but maybe that's just
I think
Or
nothing is an accident. I think that big of an accident is that's crazy.
Have y'all know about that that rap with all the new world order, like the laws and their beliefs and stuff about like how many people they think should be in the world and what the
it
world
was a
should be
little
like.
ass number too.
What was the number?
I think it was
It's
like
like-
500 million.
Yeah,
right?
it's like might be thousand. I don't even think
Really?
it's million. I don't even think it's million.
I think it was like
It's a small number compared to the 7 billion people that are here now.
Damn.
And that's what they refer to, like all the new COVID regulations, like the new world order, how things will work now. And I think it is to push stuff like digital, like, okay, it's a virus that is highly transmittable, so let's get rid of cash. And our dollar isn't worth shit. We're in a lot of debt. So I'm sorry.
Can you stop kicking the desk, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
And then we're in a lot of debt. So the more money they print off, the less our dollar is worth. And the less the dollar is worth, like the less position our country will be in, because we'll have to pay more to bargain with other country for other resources and business. So if we go to digital currency, something that we created, now we have a currency that like is worth more. But I don't get how it works, because it's a computer code, so it's not worth shit.
The same way
Like
our money
Bitcoin and
is
shit?
paper and it's not worth shit.
Yeah.
They create the value of anything and they trick niggas to, like the value of a stream, nigga. That's not real. That's just whatever fucking number they feel like making up. They just do what the fuck they want, nigga.
Is it scary that those Tesla robots are going to be out next year?
Oh yeah, I saw. Wait, they're gonna be out next year.
2022.
What do they do? Like,
They're 5'8". They're gonna be able to do all the small
Fuck no.
functions. Yep, they're 5'8". Their face is like a little screen that has like a little digital cartoon or something
Fuck
that express emotions. And that they're gonna just like do small duties. So like packers, warehouse jobs, probably grocery shop workers.
That's gonna take out so many jobs. I think I heard about people are worried about that. That's gonna take out a lot of jobs.
They've been worried about because like fast food restaurants, instead of having cashiers, they'll have touch screens where you can just go in and order your food and stuff. So it takes away from people being able to have those positions. And it says, what did Elon Musk says? It takes away tedious jobs, basically saying so humans have more time to.
But then
they said the rich are gonna be rich and the poor. There's gonna be no middle class, and that would eliminate
and I'd be following this page who'll be talking about hella shit that's going on, and what it really looks like to me, it looks like a fucking movie. If them robots become something, obviously things evolve, so that's just the first stage. And 10, 20, 30 years from now, it's gonna be bigger and better, and it's gonna be more common. Everybody's gonna.
We're probably gonna start the robots.
So,
they're gonna be smarter than us.
I know. I really
have access to all.
I think it's gonna be like what you're saying. The jobs are gonna be getting taken away, right? So these poor people with these regular job that the robots can do won't be able to make more money, and they're building new cities. You seen that shit I sent you about the new city they're trying to build? Oh no, the stadium. Oh, but yeah, there was one about a city though.
On Mars? I mean on the moon.
Nah, just like a city they're trying to build a $400 billion city in a desert somewhere, like an advanced city. I think that's what it's gonna be. I think the people who like have real jobs that the robots can't do, who are making money, will be living in cities like that. And we're gonna be still living here in these dirty ass cities, just being dirty as hell, like how the movies work.
Living here, we'll be living, like our physical bodies will live in like like unpleasant circumstances. But I think they're gonna give us virtual reality and all these virtual things to where we won't even pay attention to it. So like that's the overplay for them to play. Like okay, we're rich as fuck living in this future where you're poor, but you feel you're experiencing the same thing because of virtual reality. Like NFTs, we have collectibles on the computers on how they want to like do all those implants so you can drive your car, like little virtual reality games. And so people are going to start living in those worlds.
When do you think that's going to, do you think it's going to happen in your lifetime or after?
Yeah, I don't think my son's going to be playing at playgrounds and shit like that.
Maybe even he will in his virtual world.
In his virtual world, but like outside and shit, or even how like the new 2K, how everybody's saying it's like super hard and it's like playing real basketball and shit. Like I don't think people are going to physically be doing shit.
He won't kick you, nigga. I'm just kidding.
No, he's not.
I'm not a woman abuser. That's what's clickbait. I would spoil it for everybody who watches our podcast, but I love y'all, so I wouldn't do that to y'all. You watch clickbait?
No.
Oh. But shit, that'd be cool. And they're already doing it with virtual music and virtual concerts and shit like that. I think that's only gonna get better. I don't think it's just gonna just show up and stop. I think they're gonna improve upon that with holograms and shit like that and start doing shit like that. And I feel like with virtual music, it's gonna be one nigga that's gonna start it, like how Kanye did some shit and change music. I think Travis Scott is gonna start doing a whole bunch of virtual shit and change and make, and people are gonna follow him. The new generation. There's
gonna be an artist who no one ever even seen in person. We don't know it's a real person. Like he's just a hologram. That's what I do, and that's how, like that nigga who used to only wear a mask, and that's really how he got famous because like no one knew who the
or
fuck
Marshmallow,
he was.
Shit like that. Yeah, I can see Travis Scott being like the new Kanye of the next generation, is doing shit like that. I really believe that.
Mm-hmm. So I be on Twitter and shit, and sometimes I get too deep into reading threads, and I read a whole thread about how Joe Biden is a hologram, and they started to make me believe it. They're showing me pictures that look like that nigga was
Why the fuck would they have a hologram going to sleep though? What's the point?
To act.
No, or maybe that's really him, and every time they bring the real him out, that nigga be sleeping shit. They like, fuck it, where's the hologram at? This nigga old as hell. And speaking of old as hell and Joe Biden, y'all seen them? Donald Trump say he's gonna whoop him.
Trump will whoop his ass.
Whoop his ass.
Lay
him the fuck out.
He's too soft. He's too soft. Biden,
Trump is from New York. Well, I don't think Biden is soft. I think he just old as fuck. I think that nigga senile.
But
like
Trump
he doesn't.
is old too.
Wasn't he a war veteran?
Yeah, he's just old. I don't know what he's been in politics and shit for a really long time. I don't know if he's a veteran. I think that used to be like a law though to become the president that you had to serve in the army, and that nigga old enough.
Trump did not serve in no fucking
Trump
army.
didn't, but that's why everybody was mad because he didn't meet any of the requirements that other president. But I don't even think Obama had to do that. I just think back in the day, like you had to serve.
Oh.
And because it was
That's stupid.
what's the president with the Watergate and shit? That's why it was a big deal.
No fucking president that was Watergating, nigga.
I
I don't even know what the fuck
Bush,
Watergating is.
Okay,
Trump, and
I know
Obama.
George Washington, Bush, Bill Clinton,
okay.
Obama,
Sorry.
and Trump.
I think that was it was one of the presidents. It was
We
a
know
big
like
thing.
8 presidents, my nigga.
It was a big thing that like he
How
was
many
in,
presidents can you name? I'm sorry to cut
Um,
you off. I'm sorry. You can go ahead. It was a random thought. How many
Yeah.
presidents can you name?
George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Joe Biden,
Where you
George
at?
Bush, George Bush the third.
Where you at so far?
It's like 8.
Who the fuck else? The nigga Thomas Edison.
That nigga
Thomas
was
Andrew Thomas.
not a president.
Was that the nigga who made electricity? Or
It's
something?
Thomas Andrew
Andrew
Thomas.
Jackson.
Oh,
Andrew
yeah,
Jackson
on the-
is not a fucking
He's
president.
on the $20 bill,
Oh.
nigga.
Wasn't he
I
president?
should have started singing a song in the middle of the dub like Andrew Jackson.
Okay. Anyways. That motherfucker said
not that
Thomas
many-
Edison. What the fuck?
I had to start.
Is Thomas Edison the person that made light electricity? I just need to know.
No,
I
he
do
did.
believe so.
Okay.
I just
I
started
was
naming
making
white
sure I'm not
niggas
dumb.
in my
No,
head.
that was Ben
And you wanna
Franklin
know-
that
and-
made electricity, wasn't
Wait.
Ben
What Ben
Franklin may have been a president.
he? No,
He's on money. He's on
yeah,
money.
but he's not a
He
president.
doesn't even make
That's why I
electricity.
laugh every time niggas spread hundreds and be like, "Dead presidents in my pocket." That's not a.
So then
he's
Thomas
in a-
Edison is a president then.
No, the fuck. Is he?
Yeah.
He's the nigga that
No.
made electricity.
Thomas Edison has to be. Thomas Edison is either the
Maybe
nigga
I'm
that
tweaking.
made electricity and
So
Ben
then what-
Franklin is a president.
No, neither one of them are president.
Google it.
Thomas Edison is
He
definitely
was
not
an
a president.
inventor. He's an
Right.
American inventor.
Okay, so Ben Franklin is a
Ben
president.
Franklin's not a president either. He's also an inventor. I don't know what the fuck he invented, but he's an inventor. That's why every time people say dead presidents in my pocket, I laugh so hard because these niggas don't understand.
He's
That's not
Ben
a
Franklin
president.
is the
Educated.
founding father of the United
Oh
States.
yeah, he up on Mount Rushmore. So he's basically
Yeah.
a president
Yeah.
before they were
He
assigned
wasn't a
people.
president.
He was a
Well,
founding
was
father.
he?
He was
He was
he
a founding
started all
Nigga,
this
the
shit.
first president
built
was
the
George
foundation.
Washington.
The first president. So he's the nigga that started assigning presidents. We created
That
this
don't
shit.
make him a
Nigga,
president.
that makes him bigger than a president.
What the fuck you think he is? Big meat?
He made-
Like,
he
The
was a
nigga, a
declaration-
founding father, nigga.
Listen,
What the fuck?
Who
He
he
made a
find?
declaration of
He
Declaration
founded-
of Independence.
Okay, so he wrote the little weak ass Star Spangled Banner. Jose,
That's not the-
can
Okay,
you
let's not
see?
sound so ignorant.
Oh yeah, we shouldn't be sounding arrogant today on 9/11 when all those
Oh yeah,
guys
you're
got.
right. I watched a whole bunch of 9/11 shit earlier today.
Yeah,
shit
and
made me
these
cry.
motherfuckers
How
over
old are
here.
you?
I'm 25. So I was in kindergarten.
So does not that doesn't mean anything to you? Like, do you remember that?
Yep. I remember I was in a kindergarten class, and I remember them turning on I physically remember them turning on the TV and seeing the buildings.
I
But
only-
I don't remember shit after that.
I only remember it because I was on the airplane 2 days before that.
Really? That's scary.
I just landed in Florida.
My godfather lives in New York, and my family was really worried about him. And he has friends who died.
It might have been a
and
day before that, low key. But
that shit made everything. Made shit so much different in America.
yeah.
I was thinking about that. Like, how different would shit be if that never happened? Like, airplane, like,
Old enough to
TSA
know.
and
That's why
shit.
wish I knew.
I think the
You were
difference is security.
I wasn't in kindergarten. I was
You were-
probably at home.
you
and
were
I
a
don't
year,
remember
you're
that.
younger than me. So you were like,
I don't remember.
you were
that.
4.
Yeah.
I was 5.
I think the security will be a lot loose. Like it tightened up security for everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that was like the reason for it.
I saw something that said one of the
And
guys on the
oil,
plane,
obviously.
he got on the plane with a bomb on it. Like, they got on the plane with bombs on their body.
I don't
How
think
do you-
none of that shit is real.
I mean, it probably
I
isn't.
don't
I think that's
think
definitely
that-
one of the fakest things.
Yeah,
I
so
feel
I
like
don't
that's
think
one
it's
of
all real. I think that's what they wanted was more security. They needed something happen, and then
Yeah.
like other reasons like
And they need-
agriculture and shit like that.
and they
You
needed a
think
reason.
Bush-
They really
Because like, why are they showing kindergarten buildings falling? Why was like that's everybody's memory? I remember being
Yeah.
in school. I remember being in the bank and
That's
they turned
true.
it on. Why are you televising this to the world? Like, you know, like why do they televise trauma for like to create something?
Well,
to create
but
fear?
I think they
Because
would do
chaos
that either
creates
way.
like you
yeah,
know.
and they needed a reason to invade those countries for oil. And so they had like these niggas is tripping. We need to
That's
go over
true.
there and whoop on these niggas. Look what they did to us. But really, they was over there fucking with them niggas to get oil and shit.
Mhm.
I think they're all in cahoots.
Who-
as they always
Bin
will
Laden,
be.
is that why Bin Laden was on the run because of
Bin
9/11?
Laden's not even a real person, I don't think. I
But
think
that's what
all
it
that
was supposed
shit's
to be
fake.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't Obama?
And
Obama
Obama
killed
came in.
the-
And everybody gets
supposed-
Obama killed.
Yeah, I
Like
was
Obama was
gonna
over
say,
there
like,
like, man,
brought that
cut that nigga lacking.
He fired him up.
Man, I hate when we go, kill him.
Like,
man,
damn, he
Obama
sent
was
the
at home
troops.
asleep.
He sent the troops. He sent the troops. That nigga got on. I remember that. That nigga got on the TV like he killed them. He said he did it.
And I'm like, he sent the troops. How the fuck did Obama know where this nigga was at? They've been looking for this nigga for 10 years. And Obama was like, I found the nigga in the cave.
That's where he was. But you know, Bin Laden used to be fucking with us and shit.
I was on the line for that.
America is a funny ass place. That's why other people be talking about us. We some fucking
look
clowns.
like jokes.
They fucking hacking our news and shit. Drake hacking the news. This shit a cartoon over here. What the fuck? God damn.
And we just in this motherfucker just doing shit.
Looking down on others. Looking down on others.
Right.
Speaking of
talking
Drake,
big shit.
what do you guys prefer, Donda or Certified Lover Boy? Oh God.
Okay.
I'll say mine's after yours.
What? Oh, okay. I'll give y'all a whole rundown.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just running everything we talked about in order. I was next. They probably were looking at this. Like, what the fuck is these niggas on?
It's
like
better
fiends.
this than crack. It's not like we passing around a syringe and shit, or we gotta just coke out, you know?
Why do you always go straight to crack?
It's like,
Because I'm a crack baby.
I don't want to tell anybody that. I look bad.
I'm trying to crack baby?
No.
Oh, yeah, you said I'm not a crack baby.
No.
Okay, pretty much, y'all. Or whatever.
Now leave these people alone.
No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Sorry. We'll leave you out of it.
Because my family might watch
Yeah,
it.
please.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not.
Please don't tell anybody anything.
I was a little proud. I ain't gonna lie.
It adds character. Gives you a story. Me personally,
I'm not
though.
saying that out door. Sorry.
Please don't tell others. Don't tell others that when people ask about you.
Now they're gonna think
Why
I
would
did
somebody
crack.
ask, are you
I
a
never
crack
did
baby?
crack.
That's not even a...
she will tell them. I'm 25. I do a podcast. I'm a crack baby.
That better not be in your bio and your like description of people.
It's in her bio for the last 2 weeks.
Wait, it's not my bio.
No.
Wait, what's
We just been talking. You just keep throwing it out there.
Oh, yeah. Because
At
I'm
the
proud.
kitchen,
I think
on
it's
the
pretty
phone.
cool.
You gonna say that
On
on
the
the
Don't you
business?
think it's pretty cool, though?
You
that
gonna
you
say
would
on the
that?
business meeting tomorrow?
No.
I mean, yeah, because crack is like outdated, so it's like it kind of make you like a artifact.
Or antique?
Exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Ooh,
Like,
you antique pussy.
Crack pussy. All right.
They don't think I did crack. I never did crack.
You didn't do crack. You just was a product of it.
Yeah. It's cool.
Shout out Big Meech. Without him, you wouldn't be here.
Okay. So, because Donna came out 2 weeks ago. CB4, LB4 came out a week ago. So I started off feeling one way, and then I ended up like all the way over here. So I'm going to give y'all a quick arc story. So I listened to Donda. I'm like, this just not for me. I'm not fucking with it.
Really?
It was like, whatever. And then, after like a couple more times listening, I'm like, no, not even more times, because I couldn't even get through the whole album. I've liked some of the songs I heard. And then, listen to another song, like, oh, this shit kind of hit. Then I started listening to more, so I'm like, oh, this shit kind of hit. Then before I knew it, I was like, damn, this is a really, really, really good album. I was talking shit about this album for like 2 days straight. And this is a really, 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 really fucking amazing album. And I feel like the same thing happened with Drake. I listened to the first, because I was like super, super hyped. That was the first time I stayed up till midnight to download the album in a long fucking time. I lied. I planned on staying up. I fell asleep at like 11 o'clock. So, but when I woke up at like 6 in the morning. I played a couple of songs. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to like this. So I went back to sleep. And then when I woke up, I was playing it in the shower and shit. And like when the first song came out, I'm like, oh, this is exactly what I've been talking about. And then as the song continues, I'm like, this shit is weak as fuck. I was mad as fuck. He did that shit with Lil Durk. That shit was weak as hell. He had Giveon at the end of that song for no fucking reason, just singing randomly as hell. He didn't even sound like Giveon. How the fuck you fuck Giveon's voice up? That shit was weak as hell. And then Way Too Sexy came on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? These niggas are freaky as hell.
That.
Yeah, I'm giving y'all a story. So I'm like, this shit freaky as hell. I'm not fucking with this. Then Pipe Down came on. I knew I love that song instantly. And a couple other songs, I'm like, all right, this is whatever. This is trash. And then, but like, it's Drake, so I keep listening to it. And the more I listen to it, the more I realize, oh shit, I'm just kidding. I love you. This is amazing. Still can't fuck with that Drake song though. I mean, not the Dirk song, even though I love Dirk. But ain't nobody going to that bitch salon. Y'all know that bitch had a salon? He keep talking about buying this bitch a salon.
Maybe he did.
I've never heard of this
You
salon.
saw his baby mama on OnlyFans?
Which one?
The big booty? He only has one baby mom.
What? They got like
India or the
like
white
3,
No, I'm talking
4.
about Drake.
Nicki.
Oh,
Oh.
Drake.
You saw
She
Well,
doesn't
she's a
do
porn
only. She
star.
used to be a porn star. She don't do that shit no more.
Yeah, she just put out OnlyFans content. I just saw it like 2 days ago. She was dancing all around and like
Are you
to
sure?
like old R&B songs. Yeah, nigga, I saw it.
She was dancing around old R&B songs
Yeah.
on.
Like she was taking her clothes off.
Oh,
See the titties, her pussy and shit. She ain't fuck on it or anything, but
But if Drake is my baby dad, please
Why would
stop playing with me.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
oh,
Like,
that's
but
why I
maybe
don't
he gave
think
her the
that.
go.
I don't think that's. I don't. Are you sure it was her? It could have been
I'll
fake.
show
Cause
you.
I would have saw that.
Nigga, I'm
You
sure.
saw that? I ain't seen nothing like that. I don't. And I think people would have definitely been talking about
I
that.
promise you it's her. Hold on.
But
That bitch don't even talk. What does her voice sound like? Why would she get back on?
She's
OnlyFans?
ugly to me. I'm not.
I just
gonna
feel
lie,
like
she's
for
not
the
pretty.
for the Donda album, I just feel like it's so many songs. I still haven't listened to every single song
Mhm.
still, but there are songs
Really?
in there that I really really like, and it's musically better than Drake's album. Like obviously, because Kanye does a lot of different shit into one song, but the Drake albums I've been listening to more. Are you
There's a
sure this
video.
is not
a picture,
old?
But I saw the video. Well, they're saying it just came out.
This looks old. This come on. It don't even look like her for real.
That is her, because I can tell by the ugly ass nose she got. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's a video. Whatever, I don't care. Anyways.
And then I think it's just musically better. I think obviously his presentation to bring us the album was better. I feel like
You think so?
you think his rollout was better than Drake's rollout? All Drake did was, I'm not saying it was Drake rollout ain't raw as hell. It was raw as hell to me, but it wasn't better. Drake.
did-
That
did
nigga
it
got
for
lit
two-
on
He-
fire.
He did it for too long, like pushing the
Yeah, he-
album back and shit. If he
yeah.
wouldn't have did that, I think it would have been more. I think so many people.
It would have been
just
more
like,
anticipated. It don't change the music. I think it was still highly anticipated. Maybe not as, but it still was just because Drake was coming out the next week. So you had to hear it. I think the same amount of people heard it either way.
But I think what she said is right. The anticipation, it's like when you're anticipating something for. He said he's gonna put it out in January. You know
No,
what I mean?
that was,
Wasn't it last
that
year?
was
He announced Donda a long time ago. though.
Oh
Not
no, I
to
was talking
put it
about.
out.
I was talking about Drake. I thought you were talking about Drake.
No, I was talking about Kanye. And he just had I think he had a better rollout. I mean, he had basically live shows
Yeah,
everywhere he went.
it's more cool.
It's
and
more
then I was
artsy.
listening to somebody like give the reason behind like each place he went. Like he was like everything together was thoughtful, and that's why
Yeah.
Drake
Didn't he
didn't
end
feel
in
thoughtful.
Chicago?
It was just Drake doing Drake stuff in Chicago. Like he did it.
Wait,
like
what
four
was the
different places.
reason? Right, but he ended it. What was the reason?
I would
for
say
it?
the reasons, but I just heard someone else say
Oh.
it. So when I heard it, I'm like, oh, that's so thoughtful. But it wasn't
Yeah.
thoughtful enough for me. Like he went here because this and because
Yeah.
of that. It all had to do with his mom.
I think Drake's rollout was cool because he did a lot of funny shit like trolling Kanye's dead mom with fake notes from his mom.
Yeah, he was acting like she was rapping.
Yeah,
and the
your
shit
mom
about the
didn't write
heartbeat.
none of
Yeah.
that shit.
The shit about the heartbeat was crazy.
Yeah.
What on Donda?
Well,
No.
no, yeah, because Donda is Donda.
That was
Donda,
cool.
Donda.
I kind
But
of.
it's about her heartbeat.
Yeah, I like
and then,
that.
so Drake has a letter from his mom, like something about it's the third. Today's the day my heart's skipping a beat, and it's like, are you saying that because Donda is his
Yeah,
mama's
that's-
heart's beat and your mama's
That's a
alive and
raw
he's
ass
dead?
sneak diss.
I
know that-
think when you come at,
That's a raw ass sneak diss.
They were talking
Because it's
about
not
it,
it's
but I
not
just think-
official. We don't know. Maybe
We
his
don't know.
mom
That's
did
just our
write that. That's just what we think. Maybe his mom did
And
write
maybe
that.
all the notes were different handwritings because she was getting it sent to him. She called the flower shop and wrapped it over the phone. Write this
Yeah.
poem down for my billionaire rich son, the one who lives around the corner for Kim Kardashian be fucking all her friends.
But like I said, the
That's
presentation was
what Kanye
the
was
presentation was just
saying.
like more artsy and like bigger and like more creative and thoughtful, like you said. Drake was just like cool shit that Drake would do, fucking with you with
yeah.
dead mom shit and fucking billboards in different cities and a heart in your head and shit like that. Kanye's an artsy ass nigga, so it was more artsy. Like the album was more artsy, but it's not. Now that I'm like listening to it, the songs are better. For some reason, it's just not a better album. Like I'm gonna go around rapping Drake shit, or bitches are gonna go around. You're not gonna hear none of that Kanye shit in the
Yeah.
club. You hear Way Too Sexy all weekend long, shit like that. And yeah,
People were saying that compared to his other albums, it was weak. It was
But
like to the bottom of the list.
that's how you know you the shit when your album's only being compared to yourself. You're so
That's-
great you
yeah,
can only be
that's true.
compared to yourself. You can't compare it to nothing else.
That's
I
true.
and I feel like that's part of the reason I think all that shit's fake. I think they're in cahoots. They fuck with each other. They're probably like really cool.
Mhm.
But I feel like all that shit is for that reason. I think like they want their albums compared to each other because they know like they're at a stage of the career where you just can't fuck with your old shit. You're not
Mhm.
like in the same position, and we've heard you so much. It's not like I don't think people like make their best album in like their 6th, 7th, 8th best album. Albums
Jay-Z?
for you, not for the rest of the world, because you didn't listen to Jay-Z albums like that, like, and you weren't living in that time and outside of that time and feeling that energy, especially like niggas in New York and shit. So like that 444 shit is cool because it shows growth, and he's a grown man now, so he's not talking about the same shit. He's talking about like business shit, and so that's probably like makes it cool. But Drake still talking about the same hoes that broke his heart. So it's not like he's like making an album about like I don't know. I mean, he talks about personal shit, but it's not like it's just songs that hit, nigga.
I liked them. I thought that obviously it's not like the best, but it's a good vibe, like especially in the car. I like it. I don't listen to none. I listen to the whole Donna album, but I
You
don't
listen to
go.
the whole thing.
Yeah, but I don't go back and like listen to. I didn't
You-
listen.
do you know your
no, I
favorite
didn't
song on
listen
there?
Song through song. I like skip through. I listen to part of it. Be like, I don't like this one. I listen to part of it. Then I like I like Hurricane. I like that one, but it's just mostly like just like the vibe of it. It's not necessarily.
It's not a turn up vibe. It's not.
Yeah, it's not like
I mean, it's
like
kinda-
I'll just sit in the car and shit. Like that's
the way
just
I
like
look
a
at
chill.
the way I look at it, he put out so many songs, so that way, you guys, cause he basically just made a playlist of what he thinks was his best 20 whatever fucking song, and I think if you just download the 13 you like or are really good, it sounds like a classic album. That's what I just feel like that was.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what he
people
did
are
that
saying.
for.
They said the ones that he did features with, he should have never done that. He
He
should
should have
just-
only did
You
features.
definitely please more
Yeah.
features.
Don't
what they said.
I don't want to hear
More
you rap about
features.
nothing. Just the features you did was great.
Out of the
Did you hear
songs
the
I heard, he
21
probably
Savage
had
one?
like 4
I just
good
didn't-
verses. Like where I was just like, okay, he's rapping. But other than that, he
Yeah,
wasn't.
I only heard like 2. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like, but I ain't hear the whole album. Like I said, And-
Did Drake? I mean, did Dirk shout out
his bitch.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I just said that. That's what he was talking about. Buying her a salon and go look at her cosmetic and shit like that. This random shit. I
Drake
really
get a
didn't
billion
like that
dreams for
Kanye didn't
sure.
they have no cussing on his album. He made it a clean version only. I hated that so
It's
much.
gospel music.
It's just not gospel music.
Yes, it is.
That is not gospel music, man.
They were talking about. There's a song called "Praise God."
Yeah, and then they were
And
also
there's
talking
songs
about
like
thoughts
praising
and
God.
shit.
Well, yeah,
And
you
I
got throwing the
cannot
thoughts on
sell
song.
my soul. Just because you're a God-fearing person don't mean that you can't have interactions with God. I think it's a more realistic, like,
Oh.
instead of
It's
being.
not a gospel album. That's not like a gospel album to y'all?
Yes.
Did that sound more
Some
gospel-y
songs.
than okay, never mind. I can't say that because I'm thinking
Jesus
like,
is King sounds like that too.
I didn't hear that shit. Not gonna lie to you.
I didn't listen to it in depth, but the song is.
I don't think
just
I heard a
sounds
song on from there.
But it's not a gospel music. But I
Praisey.
think that's just like he's a God-fearing man. So maybe that's just.
It's not a gospel album. It's a rap album with a lot of God references. That's not a gospel
No,
album.
but
You
even
would
the
never
sound
hear.
of it sounded
You would
praisey.
yeah, but you would never hear none of those songs in the church. Not near one of them songs.
I'm not saying those are actual church.
That's a
songs,
gospel album. Gospel
but it
album
had
to
a
me-
gospel feel. Like it had a, like.
My
the
mom is not gonna
praising
drive
shit.
right around. She listens to gospel music all day. She's not gonna
Oh,
listen to
God.
that shit on Sunday morning.
So I was just gonna say I come from a church family, and my granddad loves the Kanye.
Really?
West album. Yeah, and he'll listen to it. It's
Okay.
some God shit.
So
Swear to God, he likes it. Like everything doesn't have to be like.
That don't count.
Why don't it count?
Cause
Why?
your grandpa is like a hood nigga that just happens to be a
so
pastor.
hood niggas can't be. I know a lot of black pastors that. Well, I don't know them personally.
I think that's how you
They're
become
like-
a pastor.
Yeah.
You go through so much shit that you become God fearing.
Okay,
People who
excuse
come out
me.
of jail, them people are usually the people who like are really, really into God. Like
Like the DMX.
like my dad, he once he got out of jail, like he was super, God fearing man. So.
Y'all believe that Universal dropped the album without his permission?
Yeah, they feel like, nigga, you taking too long. Drake from the job. We're not gonna do that shit on the same day. You're not gonna outsell him.
Yeah.
That the suspense is dying down. You going on these concerts. You're making money. We're not making money. Watch out.
Yeah. True.
I think Drake told him to do that. I think Drake like, man, what y'all gonna do? Like, nigga, no. I want my own shit. I barely let this bitch ass nigga drop the day I drop. I'm not fucking with y'all, and I think they value Drake way more than they value Kanye.
Of course.
So, which album y'all like better?
CLB. That's just what I prefer to listen to in the car. That's what I've been preferring to listen to in the car. There's only like one song I like on Donna, and I just like the vibe better when I like Fair Trade, the Industry one, and a couple other ones that I'll just repeat and just listen to. I don't know.
That's true.
I would play Certified Lover Boy more often than I play Donda. I said I would play Certified Lover Boy more often than I would play Donda. And not all of it. I have 3 songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
On Certified Lover Boy?
Not that I like, but that like I just be playing and be replaying. I like a lot of songs on there, but I have 3 songs.
Song?
That's my shit. I like Fair Trade, I like In Too Deep, and I like Champagne Poetry.
I like TSU too.
What's the last one you said?
Champagne Poetry, the first song.
Oh, yeah. My favorite song is Pipe Down. Cause
Damn.
You said it was ride or die, bitch. You should have been dead right now. Cause you was not fucking here riding. She thinks somebody broke my heart and I'm just a sad ass nigga. And you wrote me and said, get off that sad shit.
I'm not text me back and stop being in your feelings. Text me the fuck back. Sometimes you do be in your feelings. I think you just want a down ass bitch to be in your life, but you just can't find her. I don't think you got your heart broke. I just sometimes
think so many different weird things about me. It's so crazy that none of that shit's even nowhere.
But I don't think you're longing for it. I just think like someday you do want to be in a relationship. You're just not doing it right now. But you want to be loved. Everybody wants to be loved, right? Cuddled, loved, taken care of. You don't want that?
I take care of myself.
Okay, big dog, independent woman.
Independent, strong black man.
Okay.
That's all I need. What about everybody that was bitching about not being on Kanye's album? That Soulja Boy verse, when he first brought, I'm like, bro, he should have left you off if she was weak as fuck. But then I heard Playboy Cardi's verse on there. I'm like, shit, if you let this bitch ass nigga do that weak ass shit on there, you could have definitely let Soulja Boy
feature, and I really like the Chris Brown.
I haven't heard the Cowboy feature.
It's on his page. It's really
cool. It's not on the album.
Nah, it's on his page because he wasn't on there. He tagged him like, shit, I don't waste no verses, and I think this shit harder than it was.
So he felt some type of way.
I don't think he felt no type of way. But he went live and he was just like, I only did it because I seen Soulja Boy do it. He's like, oh, we can let people hear our shit. I'm gonna let people hear our shit, and it's like, damn, I'm from Chicago and Kanye, so I'm like, give him a verse. I want y'all to know, Kanye, I could have been on that shit. Yeah, I could have been on that shit.
Yeah, because Kanye, like, nigga Kanye fucked with me. Yeah, I think the nigga that's the maddest is Chris Brown because he's Chris Brown. He's like, I sent you a feature. Like, how many people can you imagine Chris Brown send a feature to when they don't use it? He probably like, nigga, are you stupid? It's me. Like, you can do that to these little ass niggas, but bitch, it's Chris Brown.
Wait, you heard it?
Yeah, he put.
Was it good? I wonder why he didn't.
I'm Chris fucking Brown, and it's universal.
And the beat they had, it just sounded so perfect and angelic. Like, why don't you want it? Who I really like is that bitch, the girl,
the Jamaican girl.
She was on Kanye album. Is she?
Yeah,
Shanita.
Yeah, she's
Shanisha. Shanasha.
What song is she on?
She's at the end of Pure Souls.
Yeah.
The one who's singing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She's bad.
Yeah, she was really Drake's old girlfriend.
And my song, whose girlfriend?
Drake's old girlfriend.
Wait, really?
Isn't your friend is on the album too? I really like that song. He's on with the 2 niggas from
Keep My Spirit Alive. Is he on
Keep
Hurricane?
My Spirit Alive?
Is he on Hurricane?
He said he wrote parts of Hurricane. But yeah, Keep My Spirit Alive and them Griselda niggas was rapping on there. I didn't like the second verse from Gun, but I mean, whatever, it was cool. But I really like that song. He got some nice vocals.
Do you think that the people, like anybody else, is gonna drop music this year? And if they do, like
Kendrick, I think he's coming real soon.
Do y'all care about that?
We don't really care, but the world cares. I don't think he's gonna sell.
That nigga ain't dropping.
Oh yeah, he's gonna sell just like them. He's gonna sell just like them.
Sure. Do you think he's gonna beat any of them?
No.
I don't think he's gonna beat Drake. I don't think nobody's ever gonna beat Drake. You think he's gonna beat Kanye?
Maybe.
You think he's gonna beat Drake?
No, I think he'll get up there. I think he'll get up there because Kanye's even up there because the first week it wasn't there, but as the weeks went, the numbers aren't that far apart. It's like 300.
They're definitely far apart.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I think he's like doubled him.
No, it's like 300,000.
I think it's
for
four
Drake
something.
or for Kanye?
But in between them,
it's 4. It's
For
4.
Drake, 600. Wasn't it like?
Kanye had
No, Drake's at almost 1 million.
Kanye's at 4 something and Drake's at 6 something.
Yeah, I thought he
Oh,
was
that
at
ain't-
6.
That's
not-
that's
okay, that's
200,000, bro.
crazy.
That's
Okay.
definitely they're not comparable.
But I think Kendrick is gonna be Kanye and be like up there just because people really, really care. I just
Yeah,
He
I
ain't
think
dropped in
we're-
so long. That's the only reason why I think that.
and he said it's
He
his
would.
last album. And
Okay,
then
I
Baby
get that
Keem just
then.
dropped, but his verses on there is huff as fuck.
But I don't listen to like niggas gonna be sad. I don't listen to Kendrick. The shit I like, but I don't listen like I'm not going to top to
The
bottom
only
Kendrick
like
album.
I like the first album he dropped. I like a lot of songs on there, and then I like the other one. Is it called Humble? Is that the name of the album? Or is that one of the songs on there?
I think it is Humble.
I like a lot of songs
think
on
so.
there. A lot of songs on there.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
don't-
not something I replay a lot. I play the song with Rihanna and like some other stuff. But he just,
Love me. I like that
I
song.
actually every time I get in my car, you know how you like it just automatically start playing shit.
Mhm.
It's always this Kendrick Lamar song, and I'm gonna delete it off my fucking phone because I hate it so bad. ADHD is
Oh,
just
it's
the
the
first
first
song, and
song,
I'm like, damn,
yeah.
it's either that or A1 Everything with Meek Mill and Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be like, oh, this shit gotta go. This shit gotta fucking go.
I don't think he's
Look
gonna.
exactly like Rihanna.
All right, I want to ask you about Kanye. So I read something, right, or I heard something, seen something. I want one of y'all think it's true. So they said the nigga definitely has, what does he have?
Bipolar?
Mental disorder, whatever. He definitely has mental disorders, right? And you can definitely tell when he's on his med or off his meds, like distinctually. Like when he's on it, you can tell. When he's off it, you can definitely tell, right? And but the problem is, so he has to take his meds to be normal, right?
What type of mental disorder?
I don't know, but he has to take his meds to be normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is he can't create on his meds because they block out his creative energy, whatever the fuck it is for him, right? So that's the reason why he built the place in Wyoming, so he can go be away from his family, be away from society, be away from everybody, so he can be off his meds and act crazy, but also create. So he flies people out there so they can come create with him in his space, so he can act insane and it won't.
Or if it's psychotics, like psychotic medicine or something.
What
Could
the hell?
it can't be something like ADHD medicine or something like that.
Well,
It's
I think he has like bipolar or something.
Oh,
so-
bipolar disorder. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other one, what's the one where it makes you super confident?
Super confident.
It might be bipolar. Like,
No, it was something else. Damn.
Oh, like a narcissist or something?
No, I
Well,
thought
I'm
it was
sure.
Well, you
disorder,
can't
nigga. Oh no, I forgot.
I think that's true. And I seen something where somebody was like, Drake has writers, Kanye hears voices in his head.
So he is schizophrenic.
No, I think it's a joke, but I think
He could like
he could hear voices, but I think
that's real like for schizophrenia you have to take
no one say he has
heavy
schizophrenia.
No, I'm saying like if it's something, because I'm thinking like
I'm sorry,
if you guys
so
take
aggressive. That's crazy. I didn't
be
even
aggressive,
like that.
do your shit, sis. No, but I'm saying like for medicine to affect you that much, because you know my mom's a therapist and shit, you have to have a heavy type of psychotic medicine to do that. So if you have a mental disorder, bipolar disorder, that's not really, because I know somebody is bipolar and they take medicine for it. It doesn't affect them that much. For I've seen people take schizophrenic medicine and that they said they don't like it and they don't like to take it because it makes them not themselves. So I don't know, it could be that.
Mm-hmm. And actually, it could be that because that's the only people who I do know who are crazy. Well, I only know one person who's crazy. The person who killed my mom, he was schizophrenic, and the nigga like sometimes he wouldn't take his medicine, sometimes he would, and when he wouldn't,
That shit
when he wouldn't though, I never like he wasn't scary or nothing.
Right.
The nigga was just like just fucking 10. The nigga would just be shit. Sounds crazy. It was cool to me. Like, nigga, you cool. But when he took his meds, kind of like people who have ADHD, when they take their ADHD meds, they kind of just
like
staring at the walls and shit.
like
I think to have any level of greatness, you have to be a little out of your mind.
for sure.
Like, just
I
a
think
little
so,
bit.
for sure. Because you have to think that you're the greatest out of everybody, and to think that a lot of people don't think that.
Because a lot of people have, like, they're just jaded by, like, all these thoughts, and you have to be, like, crazy to think outside of, like, the circumstances what everybody else is telling you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to, that's not crazy, but, like.
Maybe like big ego
got-
narcissist.
You have to be something to dedicate every second of your life to one thing, hoping to fucking God it works. And then, even then, shit, you gotta stay where you're at or get bigger. And so you have to keep dedicating your whole life to that same thing. And it becomes an obsession, but a healthy obsession. But
It can become unhealthy.
And I think if you're obsessed, that's something.
I was gonna say like my friend's mom was schizophrenic, and she was so fucking weird. I remember this girl came in with socks with skulls on them, and she literally kicked her out and started cussing her out. And she was like she almost hurt her because she had skulls on her socks. And she said the voices told her she's evil. And like, I couldn't imagine living with schizophrenia. That's a different.
So you
type
know
of
how
shit.
like humans only see what 10% of what's actually around us.
Mhm.
Like, so what if people are schizophrenic aren't like hearing?
I thought
seeing
that
shit?
too.
Like that shit's really there, really telling her shit.
I thought that.
Yeah, because I don't believe. I say that I don't really believe in mental disorder. I believe in mental disabilities, obviously, but
Yeah.
mental disorders, I feel like
You
just think different. So they
differently.
name this something, and we don't want people doing their own shit. So let's medicate you and push you back.
What's
Because
that
ADHD
What's
is
that shit?
it's not-
We was watching
what?
Insurgent.
Oh yeah. People like that. You seen those movies? Because ADHD is just common fucking sense. You put a bunch of hyperactive kids that are going through hormones and all type of different shit, and on top of you're feeding them sugar all day. Like, look at niggas' lunch and breakfast.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
people with
syrup.
ADHD need to be on medications.
It's
They're a kid.
cereal, which is just a bowl of sugar and cow puss in the morning, and all just all this shit, juice boxes and Lunchables, is all this sugar, and then you're telling them, hey, sit in here for hours straight and look at this board and read, and then walk to the next class
Or
and
just
do it
even
all
a
over
human
again.
in general, like
that's
a
crazy
living,
as fuck.
thinking and then like these kids, well, they only been on the earth for like 7 years, so like hell yeah, they want to like see what the
shit.
fuck is going on. They just really getting able to do shit. So I think it's crazy, and like shit like schizophrenia, I think like maybe that should be contained for other people's safety.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy, but like even bipolar, I don't leave them people the fuck
Because when the hoes do it, they call it mood swings. I'm looking at the hoes.
No, I was gonna say you actually the person who got me off
Oh,
my medicine.
you're crazy.
Because I took medicine because I have some things like what they told me, like I have OCD and I have trauma, so PTSD, and so I was taking medication. They put me on the medication in middle school or high school, and it was like when I wouldn't take it, like because I wouldn't have insurance for a period of time, I would have really bad withdrawals, and that's not. They didn't tell me about that. They didn't tell me about withdrawals. They didn't tell me that I would get addicted to it. It didn't get me high or anything, but it was like I didn't want the withdrawal, so I wanted to take it. So I was taking it since high school or middle school up until like 2 years ago. That's a long time to be on like meds that literally aren't doing shit for you. So pretty much he told me like, he's fucking saying dumb bitch, you're dumb as hell. Like, get the fuck off that shit. That shit's not doing shit for you. And so then I tried it and I got off it and I haven't took it since.
Love that for you. That's so good.
I don't think, and it doesn't affect me in no type of way. Like, my life isn't necessarily better, necessarily worse. Like, it was like kind of like, I don't know. I didn't feel like it did anything. But I figured that out afterwards. And like you said, I think like they're just everything is a med. Everything for a problem is a medication. And I don't think it should be like that. It's zeroing out on trying to work within yourself and actually get through that problem or get through whatever you're going through and just band-aiding it with a medication. I don't think that's right. Especially as a kid.
Yeah, they're not fixing nothing. They're just like, I don't even know what the word is, suppressing it, I guess.
Just putting a band-aid over it. Just
Yeah.
like, we're just going to...
And no medication is fucking your life because it'll get people addicted or whatever the fuck the case may be. And niggas start wanting to pop other pills and, I don't know, all type of random ass shit.
And
side
just like
effects.
Xanax. Like, what the fuck? Xanax is actually prescribed for, like, severe, I think, depression or severe...
That was for anxiety.
Or anxiety. It's one of those. Because a lot of those go hand in hand. Something like that. What the fuck? That shit gets you high as fuck. I don't understand how the fuck you be taking that and how... Well, I guess it does kind of take away your anxiety a little bit.
I think people who take Xanax, no matter how anxious they are getting high.
Or getting high.
people who take Percocet, no matter how much pain you're in, you are getting high. Because I was just in hella pain and took a Percocet. High than a bitch.
Yeah,
High
that's
than
true.
a fucking bitch. Every time when I got hit by a car, they gave me a bunch of perks and I was high.
You got hit by a car?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was so crazy. I did get
You be going through some shit, I swear to God.
That wasn't okay. It was kind of bad, but
Right, you was on
I was in a walker for a long ass time. I was like, I had to teach myself how to walk again.
Damn. Wait, you were like crippled or something?
Yeah, I got hit, but I was walking to school and I was in like it was a crossing way, and there was a taxi
I
coming,
think
but I had to right
remember you
away.
telling me about
And
this.
then he was going 60 miles an hour. He was trying to probably beat me across the street, and I
Oh
like
yeah.
hit the top of it, and then like this over had some knee-high boots on. He knocked it off me, and I thought it was gonna be a good ass day. I had this new outfit on. I had just got like a new little quick weave in, and I went to the gas station for school. So I had some hot fries, I had some Arizona, I had some candies, and all I remember is just being on the floor and seeing all the hot fries fall on me, and my boots was off, and I was mad as fuck, and I was unconscious for like a little bit. When I woke up, I tried to get up, but I couldn't. I was so bad. I'm like, you fucking hit me! You hit me! Why'd you hit me? And I'm looking, and my face is bleeding because I had like what's that? Cement, concrete burn. So like all of this on my face was going.
So you skidded or whatever?
But it was like the white. So I had a big thing right here. And then once I was in the hospital, it kind of healed fast. But I used to have a scab on my face that was like this big.
Did you get money from that?
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Fucked up.
Did you get a lot?
Kind of. My mom died in the middle of it, so like I kind of left it alone for a long time, and then when I went back to it, I probably could have got more, but by the time like we finished it, it was kind of like,
I'm just over it.
bitch, I thought you was never gonna walk again.
I would have played that off for so long. Let me stay in a wheelchair.
My feet. I said my feet still fucked up. And I used I used to be double jointed everywhere, but now my legs is fucked up, so I can't like do none shit I used to be able to do.
Yeah. That's crazy. I've been hit in a car. I've never been hit by a car. That shit would hurt. Did you feel? Because I heard people don't feel pain like when it first happens.
Nah, I ain't feel it. Even
Fuck that motherfucker after though.
Well, yeah, but during it, like I've heard gunshot wounds and shit.
I ain't gonna lie. After, I don't really remember that. All I remember is getting hit, my face bleeding, get in the ambulance, and maybe they gave me medicine right away. And that shit got me so high. I remember I was sitting in the bed and my mom came down there. My best friend came down there crying. And I was just crying at everybody. I'm telling my mom, like, I'm sorry. I'm such a bad kid. I don't ever listen. And all I do, and if I died, I ain't want to die being that kind of kid to you. Because, and I was telling people, like, you my best friend. You my best friend. Thank you for coming down here. I'm going to love you forever. I was so fucking high in my fucking feelings. But they had me fucked up. Every bone in my foot was broken, so I couldn't walk. But they kept thinking, like, I could leave. So they're like, yeah, just get up and walk. And every time I walk, I'm in pain. I'm like, I don't know. I can't walk. And they left me there for like 3 days before they did an x-ray on my foot.
Wait, they didn't know that?
They didn't know. They kept trying to figure out. They're like, oh, it's just swollen. Oh, it's just swollen. And one day they was like, we're just going to do an x-ray on you to make sure everything's okay. And every bone was fucking broken.
You should have sued them for that. Y'all had me 3 days in pain. I could have fucked up shit more. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What hospital was you at? Was you in
Regions?
Thought you was finna say something like North Memorial or some shit. I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, St. Paul, baby.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about that.